China is definitely leading the charge with over 90% of the capacity of VRFBs that are operational or under construction. That's located in China. So, for example, the Chinese government have implemented programs to support the development of VRFB technology. That helps a lot, of course, and several Chinese provinces contain large vanadium reserves that the government is hoping to exploit by encouraging new industries to use the metal. The Chinese government is also supporting the development of several large VRFB projects, including the 100 megawatt, 500 megawatt hour system with VRB Energy, that's the company's name, in Hebei province, and the 200 megawatt to 800 megawatt hour system in Dalian with Ronke Energy. On the other hand, in Europe and North America and Australia is also rapidly picking up. For example, a 50 megawatt to 200 megawatt hour VRFB is also in progress in Australia, such as the Pangaea storage project, which plans to invest 200 million Aussie dollars in use technology provided by a company called CellCube that includes a 25-year guarantee on its battery system with no degradation. That speaks to the point I've made earlier about the value of the battery technology in relation to competitors. Now, these projects are evidence of the growing interest in flow batteries globally. In Africa, South Africa, that's where this project is located, is expected to take the lead due to the challenges the country is experiencing arising from the existing government's, let's call it challenges in power generation, and of course, which offers the opportunity to VR8 in this environment, to provide energy. Currently, Europe has 78 VRFBs either in operation, of which that's 57 of them. Under construction, there are about 10, and announced to be built are about 11. The largest VRFB in operation is the 2 megawatt VRFB energy installation in Oxford, owned by Infinity Battery Systems or Energy Systems in the United Kingdom. And then similarly, the Munich-based Volt Storage GmbH also has announced 2 large scale facilities, including a 92.7 megawatt project, which is located in Germany. I'm not exactly sure where in Germany, but it's in Germany. Battery energy storage solutions, or BESS, driven by the green agenda, are expected to store approximately 200 gigawatt hours of energy by 2032, of which VRFBs are expected to fulfill about 5 gigawatt hours, or 2.5%. With the expected reduction of costs per kilowatt as this technology is being rolled out and refined, prospect of a further reduction in entry costs arising from financing solutions such as the rental of vanadium electrolyte, which I've also referred to earlier, which arises from the value of the electrolyte once the life of the mine, after the life of the battery has been expended. Or then also on top of that, the single element chemistry characteristics of VRFBs, which is basically vanadium. There's no other metal included in the battery technology. This technology is expected to become more competitive than other BESS solutions, particularly in the very important mass storage of renewable energy environment. In addition, as the demand for long duration storage capacity, which is above about 100 megawatt hours, grows, VRFBs are poised to accelerate in deployment capacity. And this is important because it not only builds confidence in the commercial performance of VRFBs, but also achieves greater economies of scale and becomes more cost effective by the virtue of the the metrics, the financial metrics that's offered by it. In many cases, VRFBs become more cost effective compared with lithium ion when scaling up, meaning becoming larger, and in lifetime, duration of life of the batteries. Yeah, with the current geopolitical balance, it cannot be foreseen that the West will rely on China and Russia for the provision of vanadium products. But the West does not have a lot of choices in this regard, as China produces currently 56% of the world's vanadium supply, and Russia about 30%, and of which most goes to the battery, or rather to steel production, and not to batteries. And although this number is expected to decline with increasing pressure being exerted on environmentally unfriendly methods used for steel production, particularly in Russia and China, the West will increasingly be dependent on supporting primary vanadium producers, such as South Africa, which has been for 60 years the primary or the leader in vanadium primary production, Brazil, and of course possibly Australia as well.